Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexander, and I am a student of IB class. Today, we're going to talk about some interesting topic, which is called language. We use language to express our inner thoughts and emotions, make sense of complex and abstract thought, to learn to communicate with others, to fulfill our wants and needs, as well as to establish rules and maintain our culture. Language can be defined as verbal, physical, biologically innate, and a basic form of communication. Language is a part of human heritage, developed to take particular form within the speech communities. We may give no thought to how language serves to give us knowledge and affects our way of understanding of the world and ourselves. For example, children would grow up speaking whatever language they heard around them. Language is not only a way we understand the world, it's also the way we express ourselves and allow others to understand us. One of the key questions in language is to what extent is our vision of the world limited by the language that we speak? Maths is another example of how humans think. These subjects really show us how our logic works. Mathematics can be applied to situations in natural or human sciences and the use of words and symbols. If the logical processes of math were solely applied, then probability and statistics, which translate from words to numbers, wouldn't exist. Therefore, truth in mathematics may be found through logic. It cannot be discovered unless language in the form of words, numbers, or mathematical symbols be applied as well. Language is paramount in discovering truth in mathematics. Humans always learn something new, and they exchange information about their learned knowledge and intentions via the various languages. Moreover, it is not a peculiarity of one culture but found in every society ever studied by anthropologists about the fact that there are more than 6,000 languages spoken on Earth right now. There is an interesting question appeared of where language would come from if we are incapable of thinking without language. Language as people seek out new ways of expressing their thoughts, and that's how we get main thoughts at the first. Affecting thoughts is one of the main relations that language has long been interested in, but no one has found the truth yet. Burgess Frederick Skinner was an American psychologist, behaviorist, author, inventor, and social philosopher. He was the Edgar Pierce Professor of Psychology at Harvard University from 1958 until his retirement in 1974. One of his views was that it's difficult, if not impossible, to discover stimuli which evoke specific vocal responses in the young child. There is no stimulus which makes child to say a sound B or A or E. Those raw responses from which verbal behavior is constructed aren't elicited. In order to reinforce a given response, we simply wait until it occurs. Avram Noam Chomsky is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, logician, political commentator, and activist. Sometimes he described as the father of modern linguistics. Chomsky is also a major figure in analytic philosophy. Chomsky assumes the existence of a genetically determined system of rules, which he refers to as universal grammar, underlying all tongues. According to Noam, a language template is set up by the special language organ of the brain. Chomsky doesn't deny that the importance of environmental factors in language acquisition. He claims that there exists strict biological invariants in governing the function of language. In explanation of his theory on the ontogenesis of spoken language, Chomsky holds there pre-exists in humans, a language structure that is one of the faculties of the mind common to the species. Our life wouldn't be possible without language. It's a cognitive reality that is virtually impossible for most modern humans to fathom. For the vast majority of us, our thought processes have been profoundly shaped by the introduction of language into our cognitive worlds. The taking on board of a massive intellectual prosthesis, the collective product of countless generations. Human thought, for the majority, is not simply the individual outcome of our involved neural architecture, but also the result of our borrowing of the immense symbolic and intellectual resources available in language. So, what would human thought be without language? That's up to you.